welcome to this afternoon's live. Yes, it was a bit of Indian timing going on by my part, but I'm here and we are now live. I hope you are well and welcome to this afternoon's live, which is looking at can Indian men change? Can the Asian, South Indian culture change at all? So I'm just going to wait for our guest to jump on. They are from India. So I'm just going to wait to see if they can come on live as well. I hope you guys can hear me. It's not too loud. If not, I will pick a different location to go to. So yeah, I'd love to know. Right, let's see if I can shout them out and see if they've arrived. And I guess this is a question for you guys as well. Can a Punjabi or Indian man change his ways? So let's do that. Let's put it up as a pin. I'll give it a moment or two. The fact that I can't see any of you guys, I don't know if I should be worried. Here we go. Hi, Preeti. How are you? As I say, we're just waiting for our guest to come in. Let's see if I can. Good. Glad you're okay. Cool. So just waiting for our guest to come in live from India, Amritsar to be precise. I am good, thank you. Just had a bit of a moment where the traffic wasn't moving, but I'm here, I'm at my destination. Hi there, Nigesh. So I'm seeing some clients in person today. And hi, British Designers Style Edit, great to see you. Not sure if that's Simran, Ranjit or Deesh, but whoever it is, great to have you on. So yeah, I'm coming in from Windsor today and here to see some clients and thought let's get here on time. But of course it's bank holiday weekend. What happens in the UK? The roads all become busy. So bear with me guys, I'm just trying to find out if our lovely guest will join us. Windsor is beautiful. Windsor is beautiful. Do you actually want to see where I am? Shall I show you where I am? Right, all right, I've tied it around. If you can guess the venue, we'll play that game while we're waiting. Can you guess the venue where you think I am? So I'll get up and do a quick walk. And some of you, if you've been here before, this is my first time, by the way. So now I've got to not fall over. But I'll try and show you. You can see out to the right. Oh, yes, I am. I am. Preeti, you're the first person that just shouted it and you got it right. That's exactly where I am. Yeah, you should know. I work with high value clients, love. Right, our guest has arrived. I've seen them come in. Let's see if we can get them to join on. Let's turn this around first of all. View request. So I think they're just joining. Here they are. Here's Ramandeep Baji. Hello.
Hello, Gurjit. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, it's fine. You seems to be in a very beautiful place around.
I am. I didn't even go inside. See, I came straight out of the car and just found a bench and sat down.
You did
Oh,
great because I was thinking that the time we are running out of time, so we might go to postpone this session. But it's wonderful. I really appreciate your efforts to be here in this session. Great. Thank
yeah.
you so much.
If I get, that's okay. Hopefully, no parking tickets or anything like that on the way, but all good. So I can't wait to unpick this topic. Baji, I would love you to take a moment, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and what you do? Because I'm sure everybody would love to know.
Yeah, sure. Myself, Ramandeep, and I'm based in Amritsar, India. I'm sure everybody knows about Amritsar. So I'm a hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, CBT practitioner, and a relationship counselor. So I'm working in this field since last 5 years now, and it's great to be here and get connected to people like Gurjeet. So to explore so many things, to see how we are trying to build up relationships, as we mostly say that from separation to a harmonious relationship. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so that is what our purpose is, and that is why we are here today.
Yeah. And this wasn't always your career. So do you want to share a little bit about your journey, or what had you step into relationship coaching?
Yeah, sure. You know, we all been through some. We all have those roller coaster rides. As we always say, is in our life that bring us to that. I'll say place in our life where we try to start discover like what I am doing here. So what is my purpose over here? So in that, I'll say struggle or journey, I was able to discover about myself and able to discover my purpose. And I started discovering about life, human behaviors, why this is all happening, why it is happening with me, why it is happening with the people around me. So in that process, I discovered that yes, I am here to study all this. I'm here to help out all those people who are struggling in their relationships, or who are struggling with their emotional wellness. So that is how like I've been here, and it's so fulfilling when I'm helping someone, when I'm guiding someone to have a beautiful life. Uh, the I have seen so many people who are struggling into emotional situations and not able to discover where to go, what to do, and they have like they have made their life miserable with all these relationship issues and all those things. But once they discover, when once they bring those insights out, they come to know, oh, it was so easy to get this relationship repaired, and now they have a beautiful life. And that situation brings me a fulfillment, a happiness within. Yes, I am able to help someone where where someone can have a beautiful relation. They are able to now love each other more. They are able to help. They're able to spread that love within their family, within their community, and everyone. So that's a beautiful experience I usually have with my clients when they are able to cope up the things, when they are changing themselves to have a good life in coming time. Yes, you're not audible, Gurjeet. You're not audible.
Oh, sorry. I
It's
thought
okay.
I better go on mute in case you can keep hearing the fountain in the background if that was disturbing people as you were talking.
Uh-huh.
But I was going to say, there's no surprise why I've chosen you to come on and do a live with me from two perspectives, really. I guess one, there's this misconception among couples that the man won't do the coaching. Then there is a second misconception that apare bande, ਏਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੜਦੇ. That it's not for them. You know, it's hard to change a Punjabi or a South Indian man. So I'm really grateful that you accepted to come on to this live with me. And yeah, I would love to ask you, like, what does it take for women that are listening and going, how do they enroll, encourage their husbands to coach? And how do we normalize it? Because it's very rare that somebody will say, oh, well, you know, we've got a problem in our marriage, let's go and get some support. We tend to turn to family, Hannah.
That's true. Gurjeet, the thing is, it is always how important that relationship is for you. So once you discover, yes, you know how it starts. It starts with a beautiful feeling. It starts with true love, all those loving feelings and all those like the best time. So the girlfriend time, the dating time, is the best time. Now they are getting into marriage. So after marriage, there is a honeymoon time. Now the honeymoon time is over. Yes, now the challenges start. So who will win who? So that time starts. And that is actually when the couples start to discover each other. when that is how that's the time when the couple starts to see, like, one will say, okay, I want to control you, the other will say, I want to control you, and this is happening within us, within subconscious mind. It is like we are processing that yes, I want to do the way I want to do, and then another will say, I want to do the way I will do. So this is happening inside, and the couples are not setting their goals together. They are not prioritizing their each other happiness. They initially, sometimes the one is overgiving in the relationship, or in the less giving. So all these situations are building up, and the relationship is gradually going to get like messed up, right? And it's not necessary that only men need coaching. We are not here to judge anyone.
Yep,
We are not
100.
here to give our opinions on anyone's situation. Anyone, like I'll always say, no one is wrong and no one is right. The only thing is we need to discover what and where we can do the things which can like repair this relationship, which can bring those insights, bring those ideas, like how to correct this thing. You
But ਪਹਿਲਾਂ
see,
ਇਹ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ, like when you first get married, we get left in this notion they, I'm just going to say it, ਮੇਰੀ ਸੱਸ ਮਾੜੀ ਆ, ਮੇਰੀ ਨਨਾਣ ਮਾੜੀ ਆ. We take it to other people, external, as the problems. We're not willing to look at, what's going on within us as a couple. We'll still say, well, no, we're fine. It's everybody else that are influencing or impacting, right? But then, as you were saying, it takes something to look within, because like I said, we're too distracted with initially getting together and then saying, no, it's not me, it's them.
we are the same child ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਦਿਨ ਸਕੂਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਕਿੰਡਰਗਾਰਟਨ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਔਰ ਉਹ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਰੋਂਦਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਨਵੀਂ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ ਗਿਆ, right? So the teacher tried to like please the child by giving chocolate or giving some toys, or like distracting the child. Okay, tu la karla, so that the child gets settled down at a new place, and the child start observing around whatever is happening, the environment, how to like take the things. So ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਹਾਲੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ, right? So ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਵੇਂ environment ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, you just imagine like you are living in one particular house since last 20, 25 years, 30 years. Now you are moving in a new place, the same family. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਵੀਂ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਹੋ, ਨਵਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਏਰੀਆ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਐਡਜਸਟ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ with the same family, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ you are in a new environment. Now you are changing your family, you are entering in a new arena, new family, new like people. You have to like, so in the beginning you need to understand about your environment. If you are biased towards your mother-in-law, towards your father-in-law, towards like anyone of your relatives or community, then the things will not go that way. So initially what we need to do is we need to just try to adjust in our environment, try to learn the things, try to build up ourselves in that environment. Yes, this is now my place, and let me see how I can like absorb the things which is coming from anyone. And एक गल ਜਿਹੜੀ understand ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੀ ਹੈ, so about mother-in-laws, especially the sas, the main villain usually. But it's not like that, we all are victim of victims, right? So ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੱਸ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੱਸ ਸੀਗੀ, ਉਹਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਜੋ এনवायरमेंट ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ, ਜਿਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ এনवायरमेंट ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਉਸੇ এনवायरमेंट ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਦੀ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ. ਨਾਓ that ਸੱਸ wants to control in a similar way to the new daughter-in-law coming in the family. But new daughter-in-law, she has her own values, she has her own aspirations, she has her own aim, and all those things. She don't want to get controlled by anyone. So this is how the things like need to be like ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ. ਸਾਡੀ ਸਭ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਿੰਗ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੈ ਗੁਰਜੀਤ, ਕਿ ਰਾਈਟ ਫਰਮ ਚਾਈਲਡਹੁੱਡ, whenever we are in trouble, we need been told, okay, ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਾਓ, ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ. That doesn't mean ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗਏ, ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. We need to work for that. Definitely our higher self, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਰਸਤਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਮੂਥ ਕਰੇਗਾ, ਬਟ ਕੰਮ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ ਨਾ. So we been trained like we always see the outer world. we always see the outer world. We don't see our inner world where we need to change, where we need to make efforts. How we can strengthen our emotional system so that I can sit and talk to my partner. Okay, we need to work on this. So let's do it so that we can build up this relationship. And another thing is, एक relationship जो तुसी move on करोगे, that does not guarantee that the next relation which is coming up will doesn't give you any challenges. Definitely the challenges will be there. So दूसरे च भी ये challenges आएंगे, तीसरे च भी आएंगे, वो आएंगे ही आएंगे.
Yeah.
Because you have not learned to resolve the relationship issues.
And that's the key thing here, Hanabi. We always think it's fine, it's that person behaved that way. If I move away from then, my life will be okay. And especially for those of us that, you know, unfortunately experienced divorce, you know, that's what's there, that we still have to learn about ourselves before we can get into another relationship.
True. And, to drive a car, you need not to change the car. You need to be a good driver. ਗੱਡੀ ਬਦਲਣ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਕੋਈ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਡੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲਾਉਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਾਏ. So ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ good driver ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ, so we can handle any car. So we need to have that mindset कि हाँ, I need to build up my relationship, and especially Gurjeet, especially when the child is involved, especially because if you are not doing that, you are building up another, I will say, child with the trauma. Like you are building up another generation of traumas. He's a toddler, he's just 10 years old, 5 years old. What all he's observing, the child is observing. The child is seeing around, like the parents are abusing each other, they are shouting, they are yelling at each other. What the child is observing, you are ruining the child's life, actually. So sometimes, for the sake of child, the parents, the couple should come forward and they should see what all they can do so that in order to save the child's present and future. And that's very important. I have seen so many families around, like where the childs are getting into the complete trauma. They become suicidal. They are crying all the time. It's so bad about this.
But in that way, when you can't listen to your partner, how do you listen to your children, and how do your children trust you? You know, because you make your partner wrong, you'll make your children wrong. So, you know, Dr. Shafali says, which battle do you want to win? The one with your partner or one with your child? You have to conquer yourself, right?
Gurjeet, we need to acknowledge, first of all, I need to acknowledge that, yes, acceptance is the biggest thing. We need to acknowledge, yes, there is some mistakes from my side also. So when you start changing yourself, then you are started changing your environment. Your vibrations will start changing, your actions, your words will start changing, and definitely your partner will observe, yes, the change is coming up. The partner will like to know what all is happening. I can see the change. Okay, how you change yourself, I also want to do this. So sometimes we need to inspire our partner. Look, I am working on myself, I have changed my language, my words, my actions, I have changed, my approach is changed. I'm starting to accepting the things. I have started contribution is there towards family. Contribution is there towards like whatever responsibilities I have. So this is how you can inspire your environment by bringing change within yourself.
So, and I totally agree with you. That everything you're saying, I'm totally aligned with. But I know, and those watching in, please do put your questions to me or Baji. We'll happily answer them. But one of the things that obviously naturally South Asian ladies say, but I'm always changing. I'm always the one doing the work. What about him? You know, will he change? And it could be the other way around. So I'd love to hear your experience of that, of how you encourage the husband or the male partner in the relationship.
This is always not necessary that the husband will change. This is not necessary. So yes, there can be trouble, there can be problem. If your partner is not changing, then definitely is the time to move on, because it should be important for both of the couple. Okay, it should be important. And you know, jive background hai, just like the place we are coming up, we have that, you know, take that our great grandfathers. So great grandfather किस तरह the environment which right basically, right, it was like a pre-partition time, and like British time was there, and वो एक बहुत ही insecure time सीगा. How the environment was there, and then the partition, then the riots and everything. Pharaoh post partition to baad wo kis tarah da environment banya. So my grandfather, then my father, us kis tarah da environment which I been conditioned watching everything. My father conditioned me like that. So that I'll say ego, or I'll say the style I carry, the domination I want to do in the relationship, that has been I've been conditioned unknowingly. So that is there. We need to accept, yes, okay, I'm doing this. Like, I don't know why it is happening, but yes, it is happening. I'm trying to control this relationship. So that is there. And if I acknowledge, yes, my relationship is beautiful, my partner is good, and she is understanding me, and I want to work for this, definitely I will like to work on this. But unless if the another partner, the man is not ready to do this, we cannot change, ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਬਰਦਸਤੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਦਲ ਸਕਦੇ and especially ਜਿਹੜਾ behavior you had since last say about 30-40 years, you cannot change in 3-4 days or 30-40 days. Definitely it needs lot of self work, lot of efforts from both of sides to change that behavior which the person is carrying since last so many years.
I was going to say, Hunter, that we go to work, we put in effort into our work every single day. And if I'm a whatever, our role has been in life, we put time and effort into that. And the relationships is the same, but it takes time. Some of us sometimes think, I should get the answer straight away. I should get an instant change in my partner. And it takes time. It really does take time. Got some comments coming through. Mindful appreciation on the smallest things of your partner helps brings change. And again, gratitude helps. But of course, we cannot change someone if they don't want to. 100% clarity with HK. I'd love to know your name. And holistic, classy soul. I'd love to know your name.
I love this.
What about mummy's boys?
Yes, I love
what
this
about mummy's
question.
boys?
Perfect.
They cannot cut the cord from their mothers, and there is a huge strain on any marriage. I've got an opinion, but I'm going to let you answer this one, Faji, first.
I
Go for
agree.
it.
Definitely, this mummy's boys are definitely it's like it creates a lot of trouble. Yes, again, I'm saying the same thing. It is always how important is the relationship. I know the man, the trouble is there. The man cannot go against his mother, cannot go against his wife. So he is in a like middle of that soup. So where to go and how to manage those things. But yes, I always believe whenever we are in the family, we should sit, we should have a healthy discussion about everything. We should open up about our feelings. We should not like be acting that way. Whatever feelings I am carrying, I should say it openly. Same thing about mother and the mummy's boy. Okay, so everybody should sit. They should have a very healthy discussion. That discussion should not be ending up who will win that discussion. That discussion should in that way that it should go in 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 telling your in giving out your entire emotions, in giving up your entire aspirations from that relationships. Okay, I need this from relationship and I'm not getting it. You should also understand the mother's emotions, understand the boy's emotions. They both should understand their emotions, and that discussion should end up in a very healthy way. If one needs to say sorry, the acceptance should be there. Okay, I am sorry for my actions. So if you are on that table where all these guys are sitting and they are discussing to end up that discussions in a healthy way, definitely the things will be positive. But if we are sitting together and we are arguing in a mood, in a sense that I should win this argument, whatever comes in, whatever I need to say, I'll say it because I need to win this argument. Then the things won't get resolved because then the ego comes in. Then we're playing on that ego system. So if you are, I like to answer this holistic classy soul. If you are in such a situation, just bring your entire family to the table and say whatever you want to say in a very polite, in a very beautiful, in a very emotional way. Everything. Then see how the emotions are coming out. If they are valuing your emotions, if they are acknowledging your emotions, you are at the right place. If they are completely denying your emotions, definitely you need to think about it.
And just to give you, and I love what Bargie's just brought to the table, that it's about a discussion. Now, I know some of you may have followed me a while. I will also say similar thing. You can get to that place, but there are two other things you can do. I think there's looking at, are you also being a masculine woman? In other words, are you acting the role of his mother? Because if his mother nags him and tells him what to do and comforts him and pampers him, he expects that of you. And in the beginning, you might have been doing that, you know,
Yeah,
I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you.
yeah,
And then when you're fed up because you're now looking after children, you're trying to do your own career and work, and you're thinking, man, this man's not changing, right? And this goes back to then who are you being? Are you dominating? Are you being masculine? Because it's in your feminine that he will open up and want to take care of you. And then regarding the mum himself, he's also got to recognize, you know, and some men don't, that they are mummy's boys in the sense of, I call it mother enmeshed man, there's a proper term for it. And mother enmeshed man looks at either they're guilty, they have to feel like they have to be there for mum all the time, or you'll find that they're also harboring a lot of resentment and anger where mum has been holding on to the apron strings and saying, you cannot leave me, and blackmailing them.
true.
So I think before you get to the nuclear conversation with the whole family, it's actually putting that conversation across, but also checking in with yourself, like, are you content with your mother-in-law? Because if you've got your own challenges going on with her, anything that you try and tackle with your husband, it is going to get squashed.
True.
So there is an approach to all of this that
Perfect.
we're bringing, that it's not just one conversation.
Right.
There's a few things to be done before you can say, my mother-in-law won't listen, or my husband's just a mummy's boy. Yeah, he may be, but there are ways to start to bring him into your way of thinking. Clarity.
Yes, you are correct. You are true. You are rightly saying everything. So I'm just reading. Okay.
Clarity, yeah.
And those who battles wisely, not everything should affect you. Becoming a little thick skin helps at times. Yes, rightly said. Yes, I agree. And Gurjit, I'll say that there are some avoidable things which can be avoided, and some emotions are not cannot be avoided. And yes, there are the things when the mother is holding that strings and those strings are moving the boy. I'm again saying the same thing. Yes, you just say what you want to say. You should not hold up your emotions back. And if some things are avoidable, just avoid it for the sake of just if the relationship can be repaired. Do not ignore everything, because if you start ignoring and accepting the things in that sense, things will getting like it will get bigger definitely. So yes, the things get complicated, and this is a tough situation. And to bring the man on the table, to bring man in front, sitting in front of counselor, especially a lady counselor, I'd say,
Yes.
because the man will say,
Yeah.
"You are a lady. You will definitely support the lady. You are already biased
I
about me." Yes,
yes,
that's
I
there.
think, yeah, that is definitely here, and that's one of the reasons. Certainly for me, I always choose to do the initial consultation separately, and I let the man go first, because the man also needs to be appreciated, heard, and understood. And you know, I think I've done a reel about it before, that when they think it's two ladies versus one, they are also fearing something. It's called anticipatory anxiety,
Right.
which is they're already anticipating the Jenny and him, you know, then, you know, I've already got a problem with two at home called mother and wife, and I've got a third one to contend with. No, thank you. So for me, it's really careful that you pick the right person, but to have that conversation. And the second thing I would is have no expectation that your partner's going to change. In fact, have it that they're never going to change. And the question is, what do you need to do to bring the change about you that, like Bargie's saying, that inspires them to want that change? But do you think
That's
there's
true.
still a lot of work to be done, Bargie? If you think, and I didn't want to bring this subject up, but I feel like it's there in the media. We do need to talk about it. The culture that we're living in, or the times that we're now seeing in India, is that a reflection of where life has got to, with men not taking that responsibility and devaluing women just overall on a societal level?
Yes, I don't deny completely. Yes, there are some situations where they are denying to accept the things. Yes, definitely it's there. The role of community, the role of the people, the elder people who are in the family, who can be responsible, who can help out to explain the guy, okay, you can bend your ways, you can do something to to make this relationship in a better way. Yes, definitely the domination is there. Definitely, things are being told and discussed, and even I can say trained like that. Interestingly, once I was watching a reels over Instagram, I'd just like to share that. So I was observing there were so many reels coming up where it was about marriage, it was about women. Like, why the woman is always culprit? I was wondering that why the woman is always a culprit. She is leaving her home, she's leaving her parents, she's coming to your family, she's doing everything. Still, you are the main villain, the main cause of everything is women. So I was wondering. So these kind of environment is there in like ਪਕਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਫੈਮਲੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ এনवायरमेंट ਬਣਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਰੀਲਾਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਜਿਹਾ ਬਣਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਵੇਅਰ ਵੀ ਸੀ ਲਾਈਕ ਓਕੇ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਇਜ਼ ਵਿਦ ਦ women only. It's not like that. We all need to work on ourselves always and always. It's not like today I have been coached with from someone and now the things are okay. No, definitely there are some other challenges as well, and I can guaranteedly say if the person is not good in her personal in his personal relationship, he can be never good in his professional relationships as well. He will be too emotional or less emotional. He'll be definitely suffering from professional side as well. I can guarantee that. He'll not be able to handle that challenges also.
Yes, because you normally find that they struggle with relationships at work, or they force their way to have something happen at work, as well as the behavior that they use at home. I was going to ask that question. What does it take for a man to want to do or work on his relationship? What do you think inspires him? What do you think says to him, enough's enough, I'm willing to work on my marriage?
It always, Gurjeet, depends upon like how serious he is about the relationship, how serious he is about building up his family, and seeing himself with the partner in a time to come. We can use that goal setting system with him. We can set a goal for the guy, like okay, you see yourself exactly after say 1 year, like how the happy family you will be seeing your happy family once you are happy from your home, you have the prosperity in your relationship, you will be rising in your profession as well. You will be more focused, you will be like more, you have that consistent efforts in your profession as well, because you are getting those loving and healing and happy vibes from your family. So you'll be more focused in your profession. This way you can be like, you'll be successful. This thing can be inspiring, and another things like the personal relationships, if you are not good in your family, you will be definitely having some troubles with your friends as well and with your community as well. So all those things will also affect, definitely. So this can be one inspiration. What's your opinion, how you think?
Um, I absolutely, because I always say I'm going to use the Punjabi format here. Coach Madhura, if I've said your name wrong, I'm so sorry. You just put your hand up. Please feel free to ask a question, guys. You can. I was going to say that. How do we say it in Punjabi? Be tari donna hattha na bajdiya, and that
Definitely
means you clap with both hands. And it's down to the other person if they're going to come and play and they're going to help you clap. And if they can't, you can't force, like you said, someone to do any of the work. But the inspirations might be there of how do I have a better life? How
hmm
do I stop this argument all the time? What is
hmm
the impact it's having on my children? And
hmm
also, I think even for the man himself, he's got to come on this journey of, is this what I see for myself and for the rest of my life? Okay, my grandfather did it this way, my father did it this way, my siblings might be doing it a certain way, but it's about you and your partner. What do you want?
true
What's your aspirations?
true true
So,
true
because I
true
was going to say, if here in England, for sure, I'm now working with clients where lifestyles have completely changed, where I've got a few clients where the men are working from home or helping manage the household, maybe looking after children, maybe elderly. and the women are going out to work. And I do believe that's having an impact on the role of a man now. Would you say it's the same in India, where men feel we're expected to do as much work as the women, or is there still too much lenience towards the women of everything, kapda leela, karbar, cooking, cleaning, that it should fall on the woman?
I won't say that this is not happening. Definitely, it is happening, but the percentage is very, very low. It's not so high. Yes, the expectations towards women is still same. Even the woman is working, she needs to take care of cooking and washing and everything. She needs, like, that is there. I can say yes, there are some societal changes happening, but not to that extent. If you are saying openly, yes, I am handling the kitchen side, I am handling the washing thing, you would be like in your society, oh, tu ta bilkul gya. You are doing all these things. So I always ask, show me the constitution where it is written that the woman has to do this thing. Show me if it is written, I'll agree to that. It is all societal things which been made since centuries, and we are following that. We've been changed and talking on this live Instagram. We are accepting these technological things, but we are not accepting the societal changes, because that is where our ego comes in. Okay, I'm a male, so I am doing what I need to do, but this part is female needs to do all those things. This is, I don't accept that completely. I don't accept that. It is always, you need to be like a 50-50% partner, where we need to accept the challenges of life and our household in equally, and need to deliver that in a supportive way. That is how you can make your relationship beautiful. It is not like फिर क्यों हो गया आगे आप कपड़े धोते थे किसकी फर्क पड़ गया. It hardly matters. I'm doing my work, I'm doing for myself. I'm not doing like मैं को गुआंढी ने थोड़ा धोना है, मैं अपने ही करता हूं ना. So what, it hardly matters to anyone. It should not matter. But yes, if I say it sitting in my friends, okay, आज मैं सारे कपड़े आज मैं धोते हैं, तो my friends will mock me. Okay, you are doing this. So that is definitely, if even if we are doing, we are not open to say this in sitting in our society. So that's the thing.
And that's part and parcel of the problem, right? That somewhere there on social media or whatever, we still look like, of course I'm 50-50, of course I let my wife do this, of course I help out here.
Yes.
All those kind of reels, right? But then, like you're saying, still behind closed doors or in small groups, we still have the old attitude going on.
Yes, we have accepted Tesla, but we have not accepted the way we need to change. We have accepted everything, but somewhere that ego is within us. Yes, some things need to be done by women only. I don't think it should.
Do you,
It is right. We need to accept the things. It is, the relationship is important for me. I need to have a beautiful family. I need to have a lovely kids. I need to nurture them, get them good education and a good career. So that is how it is a universal responsibility. My responsibility towards universe, and what is coming, all this coming to me as a responsibility, and I should be wise enough to deliver that. I should not have that
yeah,
escapist approach. Okay, oh, I cannot do this. Let me get divorced. This is the escapist approach you are bringing in. And once you are getting this, you will be jumping into new relationship. You can't stabilize your life. Never. I have seen so many
yeah,
people like jumping on from one to two, three relationships, and now they are in a complete mess. They are totally destabilized their lives.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, this, I can only speak from my own experience. I find here that when people move on to that second or third relationship, and if they haven't done the inner work, then they're really feeling it and saying, okay, now I'm stopping and realizing that I keep projecting my old wounds that I had with my previous partner. So the old arguments are now showing up, and the challenge is it was never just that person. It's, you're the common denominator between the two.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess, like we've already pointed out, it comes down to if a person wants to change and they want to change for themselves.
Mhm.
I guess, therefore, we've got a bigger job to do in the longer term, because there's still some way away from people really, or men really changing, given what we're seeing in the media and some of the encouragement that previous generations have set up, or decades of generations have set up,
Yes.
to allow Punjabi men to still feel they're superior, they're right.
Yes.
terms of ਜਿਹੜੇ
I
ਸਾਡੇ ਹੁਣ ਹਾਲਤ
yeah,
ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ
I agree and ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ I'll say ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ਰਮ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਕੋਲ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ I'm going to some counselor and speaking to counselor and the counselor is helping me and the counselor is like somewhere he is helping me to bring out all those ideas and techniques and insights which can be helpful in every sphere of life. It's not only building a relationship with my wife. It's like building a relationship with your community, professionally, everywhere. That will help you in everywhere. So ਆ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੈਲਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਔਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਮੋਸ਼ਨਲੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰੈਸਡ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਪਰੈਸਡ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੱਲ ਲੱਗ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ even the driving in a right sense will be a challenge for you. So and gradually ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇਮੋਸ਼ਨਲ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸਡ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ this will definitely going to bring some physical issues as well. So ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੋਣੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ physically like it can be panic attacks, it can be like so many things can come up physically. So it can affect your physical health as well.
And I think the old school mentality, put fear of God into someone, that's not going to work. Because ultimately, you're scared of something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if someone challenges you that you have to scream, shout, swear, or come to that level of ridiculing a person, that shows the lack of maturity you have within you. And of course, as I say, I'm not going to just say men do it, I've seen some women do it as well. So hence I think there is it needs a sea of change for both partners to come to the party to say, right,
True.
I own my part, you own your part, how do we want our marriage to work, how do we want to take this forward?
True.
And there is no point looking at the Gwandi ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਘਰ ਵੀ ਦੋਨੇ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਘਰ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਕੁਛ ਹੁੰਦਾ. So there's no point looking at your next door neighbour and saying but they've got it like this or they've got it like that. If it's inspiring, then so be it. But if it's not, don't just accept this is the way it is and this is the way it's got to stay.
Right. So the challenges always will be there. It's not like you are resolving one challenge and second challenge won't come. But the coaching will help you to bring those strength, to bring that wisdom, how to deal with that challenge. So that doesn't mean if you are out of your relationship challenge, another challenge won't come. Definitely it's going to come, but you are now emotionally more equipped. You are now emotionally more powerful to handle those challenges in a wiser way. And that is how the coaching helps.
What 3 tips could you leave us with, Baji, either for the women or for the men? I don't mind, or for both. What 3 tips would you give people right now that are sat there thinking, we need to do something, but we're not sure, or what can I do every day at home because my partner isn't going to come to some form of coaching or counselling?
I always say that you should be open up about your emotions. You should not suppress yourself. You say what you want to say. You should not be over ambitious, seeing what your environment is doing and what like sometimes ਸਾਡੀਆਂ requirements ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਐਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਫਲਾਣੀ ਸਹੇਲੀ ਨੇ ਆ ਲੈ ਲਿਆ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਲੈਣਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ like matching your lifestyle and everything with someone else and creating a like ਰੋਜ਼ ਦੀ your discussion and everything. So I'll say like ਥੋੜਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ grounded ਰੱਖਣਾ and like make your best efforts towards your relationship and see how well you can do with this relationship, because it is not only the 2 people are involved, it is about the families involved, it is about the community, involvement of the community, it is about the children involved. So see, so many lives are involved in this relationship. So by taking these 2 people will take the decision and the entire so many lives will be affected by this. So always have that higher sense, okay, how I can like manage these things in a better way. It doesn't mean you should compromise on a certain things, but definitely you should be open about your emotions. You should be you can do the things in that way. Okay, कि मैं hun नहीं करना. Okay, by 6 months I give you chance. You do this, and after that I'll do this. So it is like bringing yourself and your partner at the same page, same table. Like okay, so accepting the things. But that's what I have seen. It works actually.
I could sit here and talk to you all afternoon, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Can you tell everybody where they can find you, how they can follow you?
Yes, I'm here, and people who are there and connected with Gurjeet can definitely connect with me as well if they need any coaching from me. I am a life coach Ramandeep, and my page is there. And whosoever is there in UK, London, and I cannot, I'll say that there is no better coach than Gurjeet because she's so open about her. Uh, I'll say the coaching expertise she has and the wisdom she has. Reason being, when I first spoke to Gurjeet, she was telling about her life story, and I can see that this is not only the professional side. This is also the personal side, which is bringing Gurjeet to this beautiful job, and that that really helps as a coach because you have faced and you have felt that pain within you, and now you can feel that how when the relationships problems are there, what painful experience is this. So in that sense, Gurjeet is doing beautiful job, and I wish you, Gurjeet, God bless you, and wish you best of luck
Oh,
for your journey coming forward.
thank you. Thank you, Baji. I didn't expect that. Thank you so much. And likewise, when I reached out to you, that was immediately what struck me, that you weren't just somebody that said, I'm going to settle, I'm just going to do what has always happened to me, I'm going to do life differently. So if you do get a chance to connect with life coach Ramandeep, please do go follow him. And if you're a man that's listening in and you're going, listen, you're still not convinced that you want to be coached by a female, but you know you need to do something, please find yourself, someone like Baji who would be happy to help you. And it really doesn't matter. You can hear his English. He's blooming brilliant. All right. It speaks better than me sometimes. So yeah, please feel that, desire to follow him and to ask questions, because I appreciate it's not always easy for a man to take that first step. And often, and I know this from experience again, that women will instigate divorce a lot faster than men will say, listen, something needs to be done. And
Yeah.
that's usually when it comes to the forefront that something has to be done.
So to
So
all
don't wait
men,
that long.
yeah, to all men out there, so ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਾਂ I'll say ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਐਡੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਗੋਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲੀ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੇ ਆ. It's not a big deal. You can always come because counselor will give you a very safe and non-judgmental space where you won't be judged and there are no opinions and there are no such advices which is going against your emotions. So it is very safe and non-judgmental place where you can release your emotions, and once you are released from that emotions, you will definitely have good ideas about your relationship. It is not about coaching, it is about your relationship. So wish you good luck and wish everyone all the best for the relationships. Thank you so much, Gurjeet, for this beautiful
Oh,
opportunity.
no, thank you. Thank you for making yourself available for me. I know I was running 15 minutes or so behind. And I'm going to leave it with Gajinder Sagu, who's really summed it up. Thank you. This was super helpful. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
So appreciate you, and hope to stay in
Yeah,
contact.
sure, sure,
All
sure,
right,
sure.
guys.
Okay, bye. Bye,
Take
everyone.
care. Thanks, everyone. Speak to you soon. No doubt I'll be back with another live in coming days and time. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.